Have something that I think will really help you on your manifestation journey, and this is something that I have been really drilling into my brain lately, and I can't even explain how much it's helped. So when it comes to manifestation, usually people come across it because they want something. They want an SP, a relationship, house, car, money, job, better health, better lifestyle, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I think where people really trip up is they focus too much on having it in a 3D. It's almost like you're putting yourself in that waiting state, because although you're affirming and thinking as the you that's got it, you are like almost waiting for it in the 3D, looking for it, checking to see if there's movement, checking to see if you've got it yet, asking like, oh, I wonder how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, la la la. I think the best thing you could do is to completely, and I know we say ignore the 3D anyway, but like completely like stop wanting it in the 3D. And I'll tell you why. Because like there's nothing wrong with wanting it, and obviously we want it to manifest, obviously. I said that so many times, obviously. But make it your goal, make it your focus to have what you want in your imagination only, because your imagination is the only real reality anyway, and your 3D reality is reflecting that back. Your 3D reality is reflecting back your subconscious habitual dominant thinking. If you are dwelling more in your imagination and in that mind of having what you want as often as you can, then you're not looking at the 3D, waiting for it to happen, looking for evidence, looking for movement, looking for BBL. Basically what I'm saying is spend more time in your imagination than you do in your 3D. We have to live in our 3D, we live in life, but when it comes to the things you want, the things that you're manifesting, make it your goal to have it only in imagination. What I mean by that is stop doing what you're doing like in imagination, affirming, visualising, and then looking at the 3D. Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Oh, it's not here yet. Oh, picking up your phone, checking things. Don't worry about the 3D. The 3D should not concern you. The 3D is just a mirror. Your 3D is naturally going to reflect back who you are being. So if you are being the you in your imagination that has your desires, your 3D is going to naturally reflect that back. So you don't have to worry about the 3D. I feel like the more we're looking at the 3D and checking and just looking at the 3D, the more we're like, hey, we don't have it, we don't have what we want because we're looking for it. Hey, why is it not here yet? It's like, if we already have it in our imagination, why are we so concerned about it happening in 3D? We know it's going to manifest in 3D. We know that. But I feel like the more times we're in our imagination, then we go to the 3D, then we're in our imagination, then we go to the 3D and look for evidence. Then we're in our imagination and we go back to the 3D. It's like you are driving a car and then you're putting your brakes on every 2 seconds. It'll take you longer to get you to your destination. So this whole video is literally just me saying to you, trust me when I say, live more in your imagination than you do in your 3D. Be delusional as hell. I don't think it's delusion, but I think it's just the way things work. But live more in your mind, because it makes more sense. If your imagination is the real reality, which it is, then why are you concerned about having it in 3D? You're going to get it in 3D anyway. Your only job is to have it in imagination. It's not even a job, but your goal is to have it in imagination. Think, use your imagination, visualize, affirm, whatever you want to do to put you in the state of having it. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now because I've just rambled on for long enough, but I hope that helps someone. It really, 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 really has helped me, because when I've got unfavourable things going on in the 3D, or just when I notice myself sometimes looking at the 3D or focusing on things I don't really like or want, I'm like, hang on a minute, why do I even care about what's going on in the 3D? Like, because what's going on in the 3D right now is just my old story playing out anyway. Who cares? Like, why would I even look at it? And why do I feel the need to keep looking at the 3D to see if there's movement? Probably because deep down you don't trust, or you doubt that it can happen. So make it easy for yourself. Make it simple. Live in your mind. Go to your imagination. Give it to yourself in imagination. Persist in imagination. 3D will naturally reflect it back.